There was a time where hip-hop culture and geek culture were at odds, clashing over dominance amongst society on who deserves the right to be considered best. The great culture feud lasted for decades, with no end in sight, until one crew decided enough was enough. Deuces, Blerd, Bacardi, and Dig, collectively known as Geekset, stepped up where the world needed it and became the only place that blends hip-hop culture and geek together.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset Podcast, only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces, and with me I got my man Bacardi.
What's good, everybody? How we doing on this lovely day today?
It's a Monday, dog. And we got Dig in the booth.
What's happening, people?
Hey, you know what? I noticed why there's a hiccup also in the intro. It's
What?
the positioning.
Oh, with your hair turn?
Because like I'm good at saying Bacardi, but what throws me off is
with this?
Yeah, what throws me off is I'm like,
Already?
and with me I got my man, and I want to say Bacardi, but then I see Dig, and I know I'm supposed to say Bacardi, but I see Dig, and that's what throws me off.
Oh, that does. Yeah, I can see that.
So if you sat here, then there probably wouldn't be that little stutter that I be having. Because I notice every time Lib ain't here and I have that stutter, it's because of that. It's because I got my man.
And then you got to dip back. You got to bounce back. I get it. That's how. Yeah.
Swap that for
That's
the
how I get
ginger
thrown
ale.
off because I'm definitely be like.
Could you swap that for the ginger ale? I could do the Coke. It's fine. I can do the Coke.
Knock yourself out, fam.
No, you want
I
to
don't understand why we always buy Cokes if everybody really like ginger ales. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't we have a 6-pack of ginger ales here? A 12-pack, like. I bought me a ginger ale because we got like I know it's plenty of Cokes for them. They like Cokes apparently. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Ginger ale come in like, oh, let me get that ginger ale though. Like,
yesterday.
dog.
Oh, damn, your cup. Oh, you got a cup. Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
can
got
take
a
it.
cup over here.
Let's talk about AnimeMKE, though. We covered it at Press this weekend, back again for the third year. Fourth
year? Is it
2018,
the
2019, 2020.
Yeah.
And they canceled 2021, and then
Wow, it's been 4 years that we've been covering this.
You know what it is? Because the first year we didn't really take pictures like that.
Right.
We didn't have the camera. We did the vlog.
Oh yeah.
Because I got 2 folders. I mean 3 folders now, and I was like, damn, we only did 3. But yeah, back at AnimeMKE, Bacardi's first convention back. How you feeling?
I mean, I actually really enjoyed seeing everybody again, seeing the crowd, seeing all the costumes. I really wanted to cosplay, and I'm never gonna not go against my gut again. Like if my gut tells me to cosplay, whether it be anything that I got in the closet, I'm just gonna throw some shit on. Cause that's definitely what it was. Like me, you know, I enjoy that aspect of the convention. So it's like, cause I haven't been. So as soon as I got in and saw everybody in costume and shit, I'm like, fuck, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wanted that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they was out, bro. They
out in full
the
force.
cosplays was fire
yeah,
this year, too.
yeah, I enjoyed the
I
cosplay
felt like
a lot.
a lot of people was just like, you know what I felt like it was? I felt like a lot of people was planning, you know what I'm saying, for last year's.
And then when it got
And
canceled,
when it got canceled, they just gave them extra time to perfect
You pretty much had all the time.
Yeah, because we was seeing some amazing ones. Oh boy, who did the ring?
The rain,
He snapped.
That's a step up. That was a real game changer.
that was an interactive cosplay.
Right, because you really could have just been sitting against the wall, like, man, we was gonna see if we can get anybody.
So when me and Dig was walking, we was talking about something, and I legit looked, and I stopped, and I looked again. Right, and it's funny because he was standing next to it in the outfit of the girl, but I wasn't even. I just saw the TV in the stand, and I immediately understood the assignment.
Right,
and it was like one of those moments. I looked at that, I looked at him, I looked back at it. That's it. Okay, we got to do it now.
Yeah, you gotta let me see it. You gotta put it in motion for me. You know what I'm saying?
Turn it. It seems like it's not.
The other way. It's this way. Yo.
Yep.
All right, my fault, y'all.
You had to flip back?
Oh, yeah, I had to flip backwards. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was dope. The Rita Repulsa that we saw also was dope.
Fam got it in the news.
Yeah.
Who?
I saw that.
The Rita Repulsa.
Oh, did it? Oh.
Yeah, and this is what's dope. And I was asking a lot of people, wait, did you buy that or did you make it? And a lot of people made that shit. Like, that was dope. Like, he made the Rita Repulsa. The guy, of course, made the ring one. We saw, was it not Sasuke? No, it was Sasuke and
Sasuke and Naruto. They were like in samurai.
Yeah, the samurai one.
I saw them. Yeah,
they made that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like a lot of people made their stuff.
I mean, you had a lot of time for it.
Again, shout out Jasmine Boyd. I don't know if she wanted her full name shouted out, but I just did. Anyways, we'll break it if we need to. But there's somebody that went to school with Didge and them, and we had saw her. And what was dope about it was, again, her costume looked completely bought. Come to find out, she
said she made all of it.
And
she said the only thing she didn't make.
Documenting it, making it too.
Oh wow.
So it's like that. Like it was just dope just to see it like that in full force.
Yeah, I mean that's really what like it was really just to see it again. Like it's been a very long time since seeing people just come all the way out. And like I said, it looked like I think they actually did a really good job. I think it was ran really, really well. You know,
I like the new setup. I know it still had their flaws, but I like.
Yeah, I mean, it had its natural hiccups.
How they position stuff because for the most part,
everything was on the third floor for your main area, and then having your programming on dedicated floors. Yeah. Was pretty nice.
Yeah, I think because it kind of gave more. I feel like it was more because of that too. Like I feel like it was more.
It made it feel like all 3 floors there were being used because even on the other side where the programming wasn't on the second floor, they had that big ass dance mob.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
And they were dancing for hours. Like shout out to y'all because they were dancing for legit hours.
They were definitely on repeat. That shit was on repeat.
Oh, they had shifts. Like you would see one line come in, do they dance? Did they tag out? The other group would come in. It was cold.
I think also, man. Like I said, you know, we bought out. A lot of merch was purchased at.
Oh yeah, a lot
of this year.
I definitely I felt like some of this was very frugal.
I didn't see anything that really super caught my eye.
Because like between me, Liv, you, and then shout out Corn.
Shout out Corn. Like I said, I haven't, and I usually don't buy. Like I really haven't bought anything. I think this was the time I spent the most. Like the most I've spent. I might have spent just about the same as C2E2, but I know this is like it's been a minute since I spent over $100 there. You know what I'm saying? Doing that, so you got my figures I wanted out of the game, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah. And then of course we also like as typical Geekset fashion, we made some dope ass connections, dog. Like, make connections to another convention, make connections with actually at another connection at AnimeMKE. Shout out to the lady in the press. We never asked her name, did we?
We didn't.
We never asked her name, but shout out to the lady who was running the press room. But like, you know what I'm saying. But she became she made it out of her way to say, yo, y'all guys have been asking the best questions. You guys have been showing up, been respectful. Like
it was a great press day. It was a really good.
Like
it was.
We did a lot.
Did a lot. Shout out. You know what I'm saying. Got to see the homie Keith Silverstein again. You know what I'm saying. Rocking it out with him.
That was dope.
Shaughnessy. Or how do you pronounce your last name?
I
know it got Hennessy in it.
O'Shaughnessy, I think. I think it's O'Shaughnessy.
O'Shaughnessy.
Our apologies for butchering that.
I do apologize if I butchered your name, but she was so amazing. Like she was really dope. She was the only person that I pitched one-on-one with Deuces with. And it was because of her vibes and everything.
It was a fun one. That one we got lucky because we were able to. It was a smaller session, so we were just basically back and forth, just having a conversation, and it was fun to do. Like, cause she does also a lot of video game voice acting, a lot of anime, and then also a lot of original animation, which I guess is what they call like American animation. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, is that just like cartoons?
Yeah, that's so they call. Cause I noticed every voice actor when I would bring up a question about American animation, they would. When they're in their answer, they would say original animation.
Yep.
Oh, so they hold on. Hold the fuck
Well,
on.
I think it's because anime, it's dubbed, it's already created, whereas the American animation, you are the first voice. So I don't think it's like a original as in, cause I feel like the term.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
No,
that's what I'm like.
I think it's original.
We doing a lot now, nigga. Like, you just got on the boat of animation.
You thought we was Christopher Columbus and shit?
No, so I think it's original animation because you are the first voice. Like, whereas, especially when what she was saying is with anime, you sort of have the video of it there, and you get beats.
Yeah.
So that sort of tells you how long you need to be for certain parts, so that way you can match.
Your words
whereas obviously with original animation or American animation, you don't have to do that because a lot of the times they haven't drawn that yet, so they're gonna sort of draw around your words.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
So I think that's where.
So I mean, I guess that would make sense because I mean that would be the same. That would be like saying that Japan would call theirs original.
And they probably for their voice actors, they probably do.
So I mean that makes sense. I get it now in that aspect.
And then what was Griffin? I always feel that Griffin
Burns.
Griffin Burns. man, he was really dope.
Yeah,
as
Griffin
well.
Burns is dope. I
Griffin Burns
enjoy
is
his eye-opening experience. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
Of conventions.
Yeah.
Like to be in the game for so long and really just kind of was like, this is my first convention really, and I did not know this was really like not necessarily like saying it was a thing, but just didn't know it was like that big, like that people really came out and enjoyed half the, all the stuff he's been in is like really fandom, like real life, you know what I'm saying, people for it, you know what I'm saying? So I think that was dope to even be able to talk to somebody who was like, who've been in so long and just got a fresh look at something new.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like to look at something new and get to see it, hear how they sound, how they view it.
That was his first time seeing the culture, because you got to think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Up until this point,
Well, I thought he said this was like his first couple. Like this isn't exactly
no. This
first.
one wasn't his first. We just
Yeah,
talking
just
about
in general.
the story. Because if you think about it,
Well, no, because this was the second one.
no,
I don't think it was his.
No, it was the second. No, because he said
I think
he
it was
started,
the second year.
Second
Because he
year.
started. I think he said was it Otakon?
No.
No.
I don't say he just did the Wii thing a couple.
No.
The WeCon
It
thing.
may have been like his not second year, because he said 7-8 months ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He did the WeCon
No,
thing.
what I'm
first.
saying is though, just getting introduced to it. For all his career, he was just talent within the culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, not saying that he didn't appreciate the culture. He appreciated it because he lended it to it. But this was his first time getting to see
the
the
feedback.
culture.
Yeah.
And
See
I
the
bet
culture.
it was with that Genshin Impact, because that seemed to be
Yeah, Genshin Impact. Yeah,
that seemed to be the
that's
story
what
of the
he did.
weekend.
Yeah. Well.
Between that and Demon Slayer,
Yeah.
but like a lot of people, like every Genshin Impact like panel that we walked by, those were the ones where the room was packed
Cool.
to the very back. Where
I'm talking about
it's
people have to stand outside.
Yeah.
And
For
watch.
the Genshin, fam, I have no clue about this Genshin Impact.
So I've played the game. It's pretty
You know,
fun. I
feel
didn't
it
get
seemed
fully.
like a game you would play.
I mean, for some reason, I couldn't find it on my Xbox for some reason.
That's interesting. I'm pretty sure it's for Xbox.
I've seen people play, but I can't tell if I'm sitting and looking at their PC
Right.
or if it's from Xbox. But I don't see as much people playing it no more on my friends list. Like when it first dropped. That's why, like, I know it's that big.
Apparently it is. Oh, it's not for Xbox. You can get it PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Switch, and Windows.
Yeah,
But
so
I
I
would
go
think-
get PC.
Yeah, you would think still, like if it's on Windows, that they would just port it.
Unless they still mod to bring it over. Like it
Yeah.
just dropped over,
But like, you know what I'm saying? Because that was the first time we saw Keith, because it was Keith and him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they was doing the Genshin Impact panel,
And
yeah,
it was
packed.
legit to the door.
Yeah.
And there's people outside the door, peeking in, looking in.
Mhm. Some people was literally standing in the back, like it was packed.
That's wild.
Like so.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to really look. I'm gonna try
that
to-
seems to be the story of.
I'm surprised you haven't played. I feel like it's something.
I mean,
that
it's
you
on
got to-
Xbox, so I can't. Yeah,
That's why. Yeah.
so I mean, yeah.
That's that shit, man.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I told you I was gonna end up taking it anyway. I need to really take it and try to and make me an account and see what's out here on PlayStation.
It's a free to play game. Like I said, I played it a little bit. I want to re-download it. I had fun with it. It's a long start. I'll say that. Not like a boring long start, but it's like it's because it's so open world and it doesn't necessarily tell you like, hey, you got to get to this level. You should be doing these things.
Yeah.
It's so open world that you could just be aimlessly doing shit. After like 4 days, I'm like, bro, I'm missing something. And then I went back to the town and I was like, oh shit, there are missions I need to be doing. I'm just doing side
You just
shit.
watching it, yeah. You just out
Doing
here.
side shit. And I'm like, oh, this makes so much more sense.
Well, at least your character's a little bit more powered up.
Yeah,
You know,
that
knocking
did
out
help.
the-
That
knocking
did
out
help.
the
Right.
side missions first.
But it definitely didn't feel right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Dog,
this,
I was out here
these
doing-
quests don't feel rewarding at all.
Dog.
I'm just getting XP. Like, bro, I ain't getting no direction. Like,
Right. Just mad XP.
I was like, dog, where's the
Unlocked
story
a
to
new
this?
cape,
Right.
Like, unlock something else. Like, duh. But then I like in their game room. I think this is the most that we really spent in the game room. Like, we was really dabbling in those classic games.
yeah, I mean, I was just amazed at the section.
How
I
far
love
back they went.
They went
Yeah.
back to the original game.
Because I still don't know what that
Very
game that we was
game.
playing with the
Well, I
ball
don't
that was
know what
coming
y'all-
through.
I don't know
Yeah.
what y'all was playing.
No, I don't-
Yeah, I ain't never seen like some of those systems.
But
like,
they had it all the way down. I don't know if y'all saw, but it was two people playing. Literally the
Yeah, I
original
saw that.
Where they just pressed the button.
yeah, the
Yeah.
Pong shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they were doing the Pong.
They
Like,
had that game.
that's also
there.
like the fact that someone even had that. Like I wonder how much that costs even having something like that. But I feel like it can't cost that much if you go.
No,
to
they
a place
probably
where they
already
it.
have it. So now they're just
They probably
recouping.
just
It's
recouping.
just money. It's just you
Because
license
it's probably
it out.
whatever
If let's
vendor.
say- or a vendor or a person. Because let's say you own it And AnimeMKE, they know that you own it now, and you did it 1 year. Now every year they're hitting you up. Hey, can we display your game? Sure.
And you like, yeah, sure, for such and such amount for the weekend.
But I'd be salty because if you break it, my shit, bro.
That's why you probably gotta have it insured. That's why
you do.
Your price is probably up there.
But you ain't gonna find another. Like you broke it, bro. I can't get it.
That's why your price is probably up there.
Let's see. I wonder
your price is probably up there.
I can't get another one.
And the company AnimeMKE probably they like, okay, we gotta. We the ones that gotta pay.
That motherfucker was loose.
It was loose.
It was loose out there.
I mean, it shouldn't have been loose, but hey, let's say AnimeMKE, let's say you got
like you had to have a
let's say you had $100,000 insurance policy on it or something like that. AnimeMKE agreed to your terms. Like then you like, all right, fuck it, if they break it, I got $100,000.
It's not as much as y'all thought.
Oh, is that the value of it?
No.
What was it? You talking about the original?
The Pong C100. I'm sorry, Pong C100 it could be worth about 150. If it's complete in box with the inner packing and in working order.
I feel like that can't be right. I feel like that can't be right.
I feel like a vintage motherfucker gonna pay.
Didn't like a Nintendo or an original Game Boy sell for like billions or some shit recently?
Not billions,
it might
that's a lot.
Because I can find it on eBay for $30.
You can find it on eBay? I mean, that might not work, though. That's an old-ass picture. Like, how you even hooking that at the show?
Dog, I swear a Game Boy sold for like crazy.
It says it works. The guy claims it works. He has an old ass TV. So that's a very recent picture, but he just kept an old ass TV to keep it working. So no, I do think like some obviously it's a system by system thing. People probably ain't checking for the original Pong system like that.
Shit, a collector would. You forget.
Hey,
once you have something like that, it's a different market that you're in.
Yeah, that's
it's not the original person who's going to target.
The attention we have in this way, that shit will be a competitive sport nowadays. You know what I'm
saying? Well, I mean, in general,
like,
but I'm just saying, like, it's certain things. Like, let's say right now, matter of fact, let's use Old Boy. He was just a voice actor in it. He didn't know that there was this whole convention world where people was going to pay just for your autograph like that. Like that was a shocker to him of having that. So same thing. Like we are saying like, oh shit, well, I could probably buy it for the $150, but there's collectors in this world that if you have that original packaging from back in the day with that, they're like, listen, name your price. I need that.
Especially if you ain't touch it.
I hear you, but I'm just saying for the sheer number how many I can find.
You take that motherfucker to Pawn
Here's
Stars.
another 80. Here's another one that's $80 that you can buy.
You take that motherfucker to Pawn Stars. The best I can give you is $25.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I hear you.
Like,
you make a very good point.
You know what I'm saying?
But wait, to your defense, I mean to Pawn Stars' defense and to my defense, I forgot what it was. There was something. Like, I think it was something weird, like a belt buckle or something like that. And one of his sons out there was like, yo, no, that's that. Like, give him whatever he asked for. Right? So it's like, you have that. You just got to find the right person.
You do.
You find the right person.
Because at the same time,
they're going to be like, nigga, whatever you want.
How much was they? Remember, we saw them selling the GameCube for how much at the convention?
I thought it was like $150.
The GameCube? I thought the GameCube was like...
Oh, yeah.
The GameCube was like $200-$300, right?
Yeah, it was like $300.
I can find it on eBay for $150.
Oh, well, then that would just literally be fucking...
That's the thing.
That'd be convention price.
Convention price?
Yeah, because look at SEGA Genesis. Like I said, I caught that.
Because like I said, my pops... That's a great story.
I caught that SEGA Genesis for $4. I mean, listen here. I had come up with
this GameCube.
I have come up with the weekend because I wasn't even planning on buying a SEGA Genesis. I was just walking in, and then I saw it, and I was like, oh, they got some old games. And I always look at the price of old games, always. Because I'm like, at one point, I'm going to buy one. And so I first looked at the Super Nintendo. That was my go-to. Super Nintendo was at $150. I'm like, I ain't trying to spend $150 right now. Now, it was the original Super Nintendo, and I was like, $150 ain't bad, but I just wasn't planning on spending $150.
I mean, that makes sense.
Look at the Nintendo, it was like $120. The original Nintendo, I'm like, I ain't about to buy that. And then they also had the GameCube, and that's what I saw. I was like, $300. I was like, shit. I saw the SEGA Genesis, and I was like, oh, that's the original Genesis. I'm like, that's probably about to be like $180 or something like that. That motherfucker said $40. And at first I was like, is it $140? I like, yeah, I said, that says $40. And it had
Strong
a game
40.
with it with the 2 controllers. And I asked later, I said, how much is that shit? Like, it's $40. You get you this game. And I was like,
is that version? Is the second version?
That is the first version. That is the original SEGA Genesis.
Is it? Was it 2? It was 2
Apparently,
versions?
whatever Model 2 is, that's because it's still the original one.
Yeah.
It was still
I
the
didn't know
same, but it was 2 versions. It was like a version
versions.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
But they both look the same.
Yeah, they do actually look really similar. Here's a Model 1.
But, and I was like, all right. And then they had Sonic 2 for $5, and then they had Barkley Shut Up and Jam for $4. So all in all, I spent like $49 and some change. No. Barkley Shut Up and Jam was $7. So I spent $52 for a SEGA Genesis with 2 controllers. Barkley Shut Up and Jam. What's the football game?
Bill Walsh.
Bill Wash's football.
College football.
And Sonic 2.
I forgot about Bill Walsh.
Yeah.
College football.
Sonic 2, Bill Wash, Barkley Shut Up and Jam, 2 controllers, working controllers, SEGA Genesis with the AVI inputs. $52. I said, there's no way I'm passing this up.
Yeah,
and it's funny because after I bought it, and I was talking to the guy, because the wife sold it, and I was like, man, you guys got it for the $40. Like, I was rubbing it in like a motherfucker.
You sound
and
like
you
you
could see
do.
him salty. Like, he was salty in the face.
He didn't put no convention price on
And
that.
I would say it's definitely convention price because most of the other ones we saw at the conventions in the hundreds. You can get it looking like online. You can get it for like $80, $90.
Still.
No, you still got to do. I did see one. I did see one for $50, but it didn't come with a controller.
This came
So
with
the fact that yours came with 2 controllers for $50 was definitely a really good deal. What other one I saw?
What's the coax?
So it's still considered like, but it's still on the low end though. Like compared to everybody else, the SEGA Genesis is on the low end.
Apparently, no, because when I just searched when I searched Dreamcast, they had Dreamcast around the same prices too.
That's a crock of shit, bro. Like the SEGA Genesis and the SEGA Dreamcast.
Why
are they
these are people
devaluing
who are selling. So what a collector's gonna buy it for versus somebody who's selling it on eBay
also
isn't necessarily the same.
Right, because eBay also a lot of times once people get to eBay at that point, unless you got a full account, a lot of times it's just like
when you just sell, when you just sell it on eBay, so like you can't use that as you can't use it solely as the collector's value because it's just I just searched on eBay, like you said. You may be like, bro, I've been trying to sell this for years.
Right.
Get this shit out of my basement.
I mean, I feel like that's what they did. I feel like that's what they did with the SEGA Genesis. I feel like it's one of the motherfuckers that they just ain't never sold that bitch.
Right. But like, what's nice for people who are trying to collect it, sometimes you can come up on eBay. This might not be a time where, hell, everybody's looking for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X right now. Niggas probably ain't trying to find the old systems. So this might be a time where you can come up on old systems. Yeah.
But I mean, no, a lot of people are. I feel like a lot of people are doing it now because of the content. Like I said, us having a SEGA Genesis now, like, bro, I definitely want to play like Splatterhouse. Man. Like I want to find cartridges now.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing too, and this, the reason why.
But everybody's not a content creator.
Yeah. I made the decision that I don't want to get any of the newer versions. I want to get the actual original versions of the consoles. And that's what's taking us so long to get it, because everybody be like, "Oh yeah, I got the Super Nintendo one that they put." I'm like, "No, I don't want the one with 1 million games on it. No, I want the original."
Oh, like little mini things, or whatever.
Yeah, no, I want the original. And so that's why we got original Nintendo 64 here. We got original SEGA Genesis here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm trying. That's what I'm.
So we need we need a GameCube, a PlayStation, original PlayStation,
PlayStation 2, a PlayStation
3.
I'm
trying to get them. I want to have a
Xbox 360.
I want
I ain't never played the Xbox. The original Xbox.
Okay.
That big
ass
controller.
when we eventually get to a point, because I feel like
it was extremely intimidating.
I feel like we're gonna outgrow this place. I feel like we're gonna outgrow this place, and I want the true geek haven. I want when we have our game room.
Oh yeah.
I want people to see all the consoles. Like, damn, nigga, I can play anything. Like how we was at AnimeMKE, like, dog, we can play anything. I want that. And it was like, yo, what y'all trying to play? Nigga, what you trying to run on? Like, nigga, I'll piece you up in Barkley Shut Up and Jam right now. You know what I'm saying?
Might be buying Pokemon Stadium this week.
You found it?
Yep.
What, on eBay?
He been looking for
I would not be saying. I'm not trying to have somebody buy that before I buy it.
Look at that.
I was looking for it. There was 2 games that I was looking for at the convention, because after I got the SEGA Genesis, I was like, all right, let me try to find this game. I was trying to find the Terminator 2 game on SEGA Genesis. That was one of my favorite games of all time, bro. You never played the Terminator 2 game?
I probably did, but
man, it was so
not
fire.
enough to call it my favorite.
One of my favorite.
Pokemon Stadium was one of my favorite.
And then I was looking for X-Men. And I was looking for the X-Men.
No, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, and I was looking for X-Men. And then I started looking for Pokemon Stadium for Dead.
You talking about the X-Men, the one that we was playing?
Oh yeah, the one that we was playing. Yeah,
because
now I want to beat it.
I need to find Moonwalker too. Like,
Moonwalker. Yeah, dog. So my story with Moonwalker. My mom's and dad used to go. My mom's and dad, they used to go clubbing all the time, and we had this babysitter that my mom and dad used to send us to. Dad probably wouldn't even remember because he was probably like 2. But I was always a Nintendo kid, so I had a Super Nintendo. So she had a Sega Genesis, and she had Moonwalker, and that was the first time I've ever seen that game. And I played it, and so every Friday night I would play it and to try to beat it because you remember there wasn't any.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And she didn't have a game genie, and so like I would every night I just had the night while my mom and dad went clubbing to try to beat it.
We gotta try to find the 32. Whatchamacallit for the Sega.
Well, I want to get. I'm gonna buy a game genie too.
No, I need to change.
No, you gotta have a game genie.
I don't need to cheat. I don't need to cheat.
Fuck that.
I don't need to cheat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but we do need, cause I definitely need the Sonic and Knuckles, the 32-bit edition.
That's fair.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bet, yeah. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? So like that. So like every Friday night when my mom and dad used to go out clubbing, that's when I would get a chance to play Moonwalker, and I don't think I ever beat it.
Ever?
No, because it was like I either I would get to the end, and then that's when my mom and dad would come. They're coming home from the club, so I gotta go and I can't finish it.
You was definitely playing late.
Oh yeah,
you was dying a lot too.
And she let me stay up because she was like, all right. She was like, she don't care. As long as she got paid.
What was I'm trying to? It was. Did you ever beat the arcade version?
I think I never played the arcade version. I only played it on Genesis. I never played.
You've never played the arcade version of Moonwalker?
Nowhere ever.
Where you got 4 Michaels on the floor, bro. That's we need to if we could find that.
Nowhere
as a cabinet,
I ever went had the arcade version.
Like that's like the cabinet version was like Ninja Turtles. It was 4 Michaels on the floor.
Yeah, no, I never did.
Like nigga, like you and everybody would dance separately, or you.
No,
or you
I
could
know
hit
about it.
Dog,
I just never played it.
I played that first. Like I played that one first. And I didn't even notice. I'm like, this nigga. I didn't even know Michael had a game. And I was like,
every
bro.
arcade I ever went to, they always had like, you know what I'm saying. Of course, they had Street Fighter. They had Tekken. They had Mortal Kombat. They had, I think it's called A1.
It's $2,000.
It's $2,000 for the cabinet.
It's Michael though too. Also, it's the name.
Is it authentic though, or a nigga making it?
This look like it's authentic.
But
I
think they just probably updated the LCD in it to like.
I'll pay it.
But
because Moonwalker, Moonwalker, 4-player Moonwalker, literally is GOAT over Turtles in Time, any of those X-Men, all of that, fam. 4-player Moonwalker was elite.
What is the game that it's an arcade? What is this game called?
I forgot about that.
I know you played it. What I can't find the name of it.
That ain't Spire. What was it? We use just a helicopter, right?
Yeah, or you get different power ups and planes, but like 1942 or Capcom.
Oh, 1942 was on what was that system though? What system was that?
No, that was the arcade. That was what I'm saying is every arcade I was at either had like they always had. You know, Street Fighter. It was a mixture between either Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken. They always had that 1942 game. Of course, they had a Pac-Man game.
Like I'm really surprised the arcade that we got here, no one has Moonwalker.
Yeah,
like, unless it's 2Gs for real. Like that's really like.
Yeah, that was the first. That was the first one I saw.
But it's like I think it's another arcade still here.
That's the low end one.
Yep. I think it's another one. Is that the single? Because there was.
No, that's the 4-player one. But I'm just saying, some other website is selling theirs for 4G. Almost 5.
Yeah,
45.
You might got a Michael signature on that bitch.
It's Michael though, too. You also.
It's 4.
Once Michael is attached to it, that price is up.
I'm definitely claiming that, bro. Like Moonwalker, 4-player Moonwalker arcade cabinet is elite, like GOAT. That's GOAT for one because the music was literally playing the whole time.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but if there was no feeling, and I remember it still as clear as a kid. There was nothing better than timing with everybody like maybe for the power and everybody do like the moonwalk dance. Yeah. At the same time, bro, that shit looked so fucking cold. Cause they be yard dancing, they make everybody in the room dance.
I never played it, but I know of it.
Bro,
I know of it.
I knew of it, but I've never played it.
Really, you either? Oh, y'all.
I mean, you gotta figure if he's never played it, and I'm 6 years younger than him, what would be the odds that I had?
I mean, you could have. I mean, my thing is like you still dab with emulators on there. Like you. I'm surprised.
Oh no, I've played Moonwalker. We're talking about the arcade.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You ain't never did the arcade emulator of Moonwalker.
That's how boring that would be.
Playing 4 by himself. Who's gonna play the other 3 characters?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, have you played? Like
y'all say he played Moonwalker. He said he never played the 4. Like I'm never.
The arcade. like the art.
Right, you played the Sega Genesis Moonwalker.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, why? I mean, the fact I'm talking about in the world of emulators. Why have you just never downloaded the arcade version of Moonwalker?
He would need
To
to
the
other people to
point.
play it.
You know how trash that is. And I'm playing it with a controller. You're not having the arcade? Like,
I mean,
hey,
now
again.
you want the vicious feel? Like, you know what I'm
why
saying?
would I download an arcade game to play with a controller?
Yeah, because I wouldn't want to play the.
You can
Turtles
buy you an
game
arcade
on-
stick then.
I wouldn't want to.
Those
play
are
the Turtles-
trash.
I wouldn't want to play the Turtles game on controller.
Right, like-
I want the. You gotta have the cabinet, dog.
I mean, you don't have to have the cabinet,
Yes,
but
you
I,
do.
but I
Whoa,
believe
whoa,
that you
whoa.
can have the pad, like
No,
you
let me
can
say
have the
what I said, what I
controller.
said. You gotta have the cabinet, dog.
I'm not listening
You
to
do
you.
because the joystick that you can buy is always trash.
You gotta have the cabinet.
It's
dog.
never good.
None of them are good. Fam,
No.
niggas play competitive Street Fighter with joysticks, bro. You not telling
And
me
they
that's not good.
playing with trash
But
joysticks.
Street Fighter
You a
also was
liar.
made with
They
joysticks.
playing with
So
trash
you beating the
joysticks.
nigga with a competitive joystick like with those? You
They
beating
might
the-
be good at it, but their joysticks is still trash.
They may be good. That's all I use error. That's all
No, they sound like
That's
the
what it sound
those joysticks. They trash. They feel plasticky. They feel all rough, stiff. Like
I mean, you gotta break them in. You gotta think. You go to a cabinet. You know how many hands been on that motherfucker? Like that shit. Is,
Now Kobe.
No,
nah.
nah.
Back in the day, we ain't worried about that shit.
I'm just saying.
You ain't never wiped down a joystick a day in your life.
I mean, I didn't have to. I'm hoping the store people did.
You
but
ain't
we
never
know.
think
You
about
know they
they
ain't wiping
did.
that shit
You
down.
ain't never
In-
think
in-
about if they
in the
did.
80s and
A day in your
90s,
They
life.
sprayed the window. They had to spray down the screen. They probably kept wiping everything
A
down.
day in your life. Have you ever said, I don't know if they
No.
sprayed this down? You never thought
they
that.
looked at it.
I ain't never think about it.
They
ain't
looked
never
at it.
did.
They was like, ain't no
So why are you
sludge that
worried
we can
about it now?
notice. Ain't no.
I mean, I wouldn't worry, but I'm just saying, like, you was talking about how to, like, the
no, he talking about how you. That's
controllers
what
be
breaks
stiff.
it in.
I'm like, nigga, like, it ain't broke. It's only yours. Like, you gotta, it ain't been 1,000 hands in the neighborhood on that. Nigga, like, it ain't been passed around.
just because they don't make them like they used to.
Fam, I don't believe. But no, yeah. But as I'm saying, like, yeah, you should at least had played it by emulator.
I still have
Like I played, like,
Bro, why would
because
you-
I played it by the arcade. I have played it by emulator,
But
like, bro,
that makes no sense to play it on an emulator. Why would you play it on the emulator?
because I've already played it in arcade.
Well, who's
though.
the other three players?
I don't need the other 3 players. I'm still beat the game.
You
Like, nigga,
you just no time out because you just
Just
went on a
sold
whole
us.
you just went on a whole journey about how it was so great when it was 4 Michaels. They
No,
all hit the
I mean,
moon.
that-
So no,
I mean, that
I don't
is.
want to hear that
that
bullshit.
is elite. I mean,
I don't want
but
to
you never,
hear
like,
that.
y'all never even played
No,
it.
I don't want
I'm
to hear
saying-
I don't want to hear the bullshit. Oh, you can play it alone when
You
nigga,
still can play it alone.
No, I don't want to hear
Why?
that. You just went on a
Why
whole
would I wanna
thing
play an arcade
about
version
how
alone?
you gotta have the 4 Michaels to be doing the
Nigga,
moonwalk.
so what? You stand by the Turtles in Time Machine and wait for 3 other niggas to pop up to be everybody else turtle? Like,
No,
nigga,
Turtles
like,
in Time is trash
You-
by itself.
it is
It's
trash
better
by
when you
itself.
have 4 other people
Think
with
about
you.
every time we're at Up Down, we ask each other, "Hey, y'all trying to play Turtles?"
Right.
Nobody goes, "Hey, I'm finna go play Turtles." Hey, y'all trying to
Not
play?
one of us ever went and played Turtles by ourselves.
I think I did.
No,
'Cause
you
I
did
played
not.
Turtles. 'Cause I played Turtles like that, so I definitely think I did. I think niggas came over like, "Oh, we playing Turtles?" Like, yes, nigga, like I'm playing Turtles. If y'all jumping in, nigga, like we in here, like. So I mean, I don't know, but no, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm telling y'all from experience that all 4 Michaels is GOAT compared to all 4. Like playing with 4 people.
You
and
can't
other
come in
games.
and give
Right, I
this
get
whole
that.
magical
Well,
experience
what I'm
that
saying
you got.
is, why would you?
But
wanna
y'all
play
wouldn't
that
even
by
have known that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like y'all wouldn't even have known that
But
experience.
now you done told me, so why would I go
But
try
that's
to
why
play
I
an
said, because
emulator?
but y'all never even played. So I'm like, the fact that you like, that's what I'm like. You play with emulators all day. I'm like, bro, you never played the arcade. So like, you would have. I'm just now giving you the insight of like 4 niggas would have been cold. But I'm like, you ain't even emulated.
why
Just
would
played
you-
it. Like, and it's
Wait,
even
okay, you throwing me off. Listen, all right. We have the Sega Genesis version that we played, right?
right.
Right.
But you know that one came. That was that's later. That like the arcade version came out
Yeah,
first.
I know that.
Right. But why go back and play an arcade version that's set for 4 people when I can just download the Sega Genesis again? Like there's no.
And that is what I did.
It's not the same game though.
But
Yes, it is. There's nothing different outside of you can have.
you can have 4
players.
people. It felt very similar.
Yeah.
Y'all haven't played the arcade version. I mean, I get it. Never mind. Because I enjoy both, but and I'm not even saying with 4 people. Just playing the arcade version is a different game. It felt like a different game to me all the time. Like that's why.
Because
if
he
I
had the 4 people with him. It was
No,
the 4
cause like
Michaels.
bro, I played like if Moonwalker, cause there's a 2-player one and a 4-player one, and so like I've played. If I see Moonwalker in a fucking place, I'm playing it. I did like Turtles.
same.
Like so it's like I'm saying like even on 1 player, I'm not gonna look around like nigga y'all wanna play it. I'm
But
on
that's,
it.
no, what I'm
I'm
saying.
on it because it's like to me. I enjoyed that shit so like that shit.
Right, but it goes back to my original. I've never walked in an arcade and saw Moonwalker, so that's why there's no.
That's what's so crazy.
So
like,
that's why it says like
because that shit 4,000.
Yeah,
man, we need Moonwalker back, bro. I can't believe that. Like that's really like now.
Ooh, okay, let's go on break because I got a question about with Moonwalker. Let's take a break and then we gonna come back.
All right.
We are back. Okay, so we was talking about Moonwalker,
right,
and how impactful that was, and there's really not like that. That's legit like a song or a movie that got turned into a video game. Who would like now? Is there anybody in the past 20 years that a game could be created off of, like their album,
off a song or album?
Song, yeah, like.
I mean, we already had 50 did great with his shit, but you know he didn't make a soundtrack.
That game was not great.
That game was amazing.
I don't know, bro. That game.
Yeah, that game was fucking amazing, bro.
No, the Bulletproof was great. The other ones,
Blood in the Sand.
I didn't fuck with
Blood in the Sand. All that shit was
Blood in the
great.
Sands, I didn't fuck
All
with.
that shit
Wait,
was 50 was ahead of his time, nigga. Like. He took Gina to a whole nother level. Like, nigga, we want to kill niggas for real. We want to show niggas like.
Let me make
kill
sure.
Niggas to his own
because,
soundtrack.
Like, if he came out today with a Get Rich or Die Trying video.
Yeah, this one, Bulletproof. That was the one I fucked. Blood in the Sand.
I fuck with both of them.
Bulletproof was the first one, wasn't it?
Bulletproof was the first one.
Blood in the Sand was colder, nigga. That was quieter.
Bulletproof was definitely better than Blood in the Sand.
I don't know if Blood in the Sand was colder than Bulletproof, but they both was cold to me. I fuck with both.
I mean,
but like if he came out today with a Get Rich or Die Trying video game, I'm like, I'm gonna buy that shit.
I think by the time Blood in the Sand came out, because that was also after Saints Row had already dropped. Obviously, Grand Theft Auto was doing this thing for years.
That is true.
And I think I was just like, obviously, I already had played Bulletproof. I think Streets. I think was it True Crime.
Yeah, True Crime.
Both True Crimes
during
already.
That moment,
yeah, both True Crimes already came out. I think I was just like, bro, I'm tired of this now.
But it doesn't have to be a shoot 'em up game.
But it wasn't that though.
But hold on.
It felt they all felt similar.
But okay.
But it just had a G Unit soundtrack though.
The soundtrack was dope. I'll
with
give you
bullet
that.
time and shit like that.
Bullet
Nigga, I like it, dog.
The soundtrack was great.
Like nigga, dog. But like nigga, after that bitch going crazy, dog.
I'll give you that. But it was just. I think I was just tired of it.
It doesn't have to be gangster rap though. Like I said, it could be a pop song. It could be art. Like, Moonwalker was.
I could see
Moonwalker. He wasn't shooting. He was just fighting niggas and going through like.
I could see The Weeknd trying to do that with his what was his last album? Not Dawn FM, the one before it.
Oh yeah.
Like that, because both of those albums, they feel like it's like the same saga.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
So I can see him trying to do that.
Starboy would be a quest.
Right.
That'd be a quest.
So like you do the Starboy, then it was I can't remember. What
I can't remember the other one. Yeah, I know.
Was it Flat? No, not. Oh God.
I'm trying to think. I can. And like in the sense of it, really pop really does feel like it would go best with it, like a pop artist or a pop album. But
it depends on
After Hours. That's what it's called.
Because you gotta think about all the genre of video games that we are talking about, right? That we have. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like because of it usually goes to like either a fighting game or a shooting game. We're instantly thinking hip hop. But I'm trying to like expand.
I guess would that be considered Def Jam? I was gonna say with those that like to fight Def Jam.
Def Jam and Jedi.
Would those be considered music games?
Now, but it wasn't geared around one. I'm thinking
it was only the last of the 360 when I was in music.
I'm thinking about more geared around like one person, like one album or one song. Like what would be like what can be? Because think about it, Moonwalker.
It was
a movie, and you pretty much just redid the movie, but it was still like that was based off of one single thing.
Fair.
So it's like who else? What else would be able to do it?
Was Moonwalker all the same album? Yeah, it was. I guess.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who would be. So I mean, because you really got to think about somebody who has who would have whose song sounds like a story, a real story. Because I mean, like the Moonwalker, even like that whole like doing that in the like where the game is made, like it was Anime Milwaukee. It was literally like that was part. It fit that.
Well, that's
like,
that was why I said the weekend, because
That the weekend
After
I can
Hours
see Weekend definitely.
and Dawn FM, both of those are basically story driven albums.
I got one. I got one.
I mean, maybe you
this
can
is
kick it
stretch,
off.
and
Maybe.
this is not.
Oh, this finna be some bullshit.
No,
You
it's
heard-
not gonna
when
be
you
bullshit.
gotta go, it's a stretch,
It's
you
a
know.
stretch, but it's but you follow me.
Hit the drewski, you got me. It's gonna be. Right.
All right, it's a
Hear me out.
It's a mystery game, right?
Mystery game.
Mystery game. You're the main character.
Is this a hip hop artist?
This is hip hop artist. Hold on. It's a mystery game, right? Now the main character, he's dealing with a mystery, and it's a case of mistaken identity.
Okay.
And you have to uncover who's the person.
I didn't know this nigga was gonna describe a whole game.
No, I wanted to do it because I want to guess before he says who it
I
is.
got an idea of the song too. I got two ideas. Of
All right,
songs
so
already.
My idea is trash, so I'm hoping it's not that.
All right, so it's like it's a mystery game.
If not, then I'm gonna take his idea.
You're dealing with
game.
a mistaken identity, so it's not necessarily like shoot 'em up, bang bang, because it's one of those games where, like you said, you got to go in a room, or you got to follow clues, you got to go to the right spot, you got to uncover it. They may have puzzles and stuff like that.
So would this be a point and click adventure where you like seeing the scene and you just gotta like find
Or
a
is
little
it true
clues?
like?
Or you walking around and actually
You're walking
investigate?
around. Yeah,
So you actually are a person.
Yeah, you
Okay.
are a person. So think like think like Resident Evil, but
This
without
is a current artist.
without the horror. But it's like you know how Resident Evil, you gotta walk around, you gotta uncover. So think like that.
Is it a
without
current
horror.
artist?
No, they haven't put out anything in a while.
Okay.
Oh, then that takes one of my songs away. Or I.
All right, what do you
away.
think?
For me?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I want to say it. I want to wait to this.
No, I want you to go first. He already asked you.
No, I'm not going to. You tell me you actually have something really in your head that you're going with.
Say it one more time. So it's a mystery game. It's mistaken identity.
Yep.
Not horror based.
Not horror based, so it's just really legit. You the
I mean, is it Law and Order based? Like it's still criminal based? Like
in general,
detective based.
Yes, detective based. The antagonist is trying to uncover this and figure out this.
No,
thing.
I got nothing because I told you mine was trash. When
So
you
what
said
was yours?
when you
So
said
you-
mistaken identity, I thought you was gonna go like a T.I. versus Tip type thing.
Nope.
And I was gonna be pissed.
Nope.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I was gonna be highly
I'll let
upset.
you know, it is kind of on that realm though.
I was damn near gonna get up and
On
walk
that
off.
realm.
I was damn near gonna get up and walk
I
off.
don't like
set.
it.
Who you think?
I was doing the my idea was like, and I was thinking about the song.
Yep.
So I
didn't even go to
based off of a song.
When he
but
said
I was-
mistaken identity, that's what
It's
immediately
legit.
I
I
was
was
like,
thinking I did mess
It's
me up.
legit based
But
off of a song.
I was doing the Biggie Who Shot You.
Nope. It is the real Slim Shady.
oh God!
I don't
It
like
is
it.
along that line.
I don't like
You
it.
gotta find out because it's his person. He's like, nigga, that's not the real Slim Shady.
I don't like it.
Hey, that game
I
would
don't
be
like it.
so weak. I'd be so upset flipping that
Yeah,
game.
because I was like, before you did the mistaken identity shit, I was thinking like it was like a game of Clue, and I'm like, who shot you? Like Biggie doing who shot you?
He
You know what I'm saying? Like,
described it so well, and I just didn't put that in.
yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Oh wait,
I hope you didn't put that together just because you had that in your back pocket already. Like,
dog, that'd be funny. Hey,
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like mine would be like a who done it with like a who done it game, like a Clue game, but who shot you? Like Biggie, the Biggie who shot you?
that wouldn't be too bad. I think I can't.
Cause that would just be like you pick a card, like you're dead. Like that's what it'd be like. You pick a card, even if it was a card game. You pick a card, you're dead. This is how you died.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then everybody else picks a card of like a character. You know what I'm saying? That kind of describes what kind of character you are. You got to kind of like you pretty much get interrogated. Like who shot you? Know what I'm saying?
shot you?
Yeah, you trying to figure who shot you.
I can't think of a song that would be like a great game. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like a story.
I got another one.
I mean, you could do like
I got a whole
the dating sim games where you put like a song cry that'll come in when you when you know.
Why you couldn't go girls?
But no, I was gonna. You pick a multitude of songs. So like girls is the happy part of the dating sim when you go into the dates. Then when you fail, you know, obviously you gotta have the
Oh, yeah.
losing song. That's the losing song that
Song
comes in.
cry.
It's song cry.
Now this game I'm about to pitch. It's definitely Rockstar only would make this game. So let you guys know exactly what it is.
Okay.
Anything like that. I can't even explain it without already giving it, so I'm gonna have to give it away. So there's 2 songs. It's either gonna be 10 Crack Commandments or Ghetto Dope. But it's like Cooking Mama, but you cooking up the drugs.
Hilarious. Hey, that's a fun game to do, though. That's what.
You in the world of people making their own kind of games.
No, I'm talking about
It's
just in
surprising
general.
there isn't a Cooking Mama like
This
crack like
thing,
dope house game.
I'm talking about just in general. This thing of taking a song and like how you create a video game out of it and have a person guess. That's a fun game.
That's actually a good card game. Like
Yeah.
if you just give a nigga a song, like
Yeah,
you pick
you
a
give him a
song,
song, and it's
and you
like,
like,
hey, you
how
gotta-
you making a game?
Yeah.
How is it a game? You know what I'm saying?
dog.
Like you gotta know the song and be like today was a good day would be life.
Life, you
Ooh.
think?
Rolling the, you know what I'm saying? Like
you
rolling the
gotta
dice.
explain it. You gotta explain
You have to
it.
explain
I don't
like,
think
You gotta
that'd be
explain what I'm
life.
saying. Today's a good day.
I mean, because you know, life is life through the whole pattern. So it's really,
Yeah.
it would really just be a day.
Yeah.
Like a good day. You know what I'm saying? So it would be.
No, Bergie
like,
kind of ruined that song for me. He made me have too many
Hey,
questions.
hey.
I still
Hey.
love the song, but now I got too many questions about
Hey,
it.
I didn't realize how much Cap Cube was on. Like until I realized that Cap is a good word to explain the nigga who's really fucking lying.
Like-
Cube was on heavy Cap. That good day was phenomenal, nigga. Like,
Fam had me questioning too much. Like I said, why is the blimp out just in general?
and it said you a pimp. Like,
Everybody.
do you know a nigga that know a nigga? Like,
You
look.
the pimp.
the triple double question, what is y'all going up to?
The triple double question definitely. I didn't realize
It definitely
it
wasn't
was
going
so
to 21.
funny
It
though.
definitely wasn't going to
Otherwise,
21.
Yeah.
your teammates is trash.
Because what I definitely
Even if
thought
you
about.
was going to 21,
I
there's
didn't even
no
pick-
way. I calculated. So
Oh,
think
you
about it. To
can't.
get 10 assists, right?
That's 20 points.
That's 20 points right
Unless
there.
they go with ones and twos, then it's 10 points.
That's 10 points.
Then you scored another 10
Then
points.
you have to score the other 10. So that means that okay, so where did the steals come
That's
from?
why I said it's fouls.
Where did the rebounds
come from?
Yeah.
That's why I said. That's why I said. That's why I said. I said it was 10. It was 10 points, 10 fouls, and 10 turnovers. Nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when niggas like all you do is add up the fouls when you're on the playground. Like ain't nobody like you had
Yeah,
like
niggas
you might
like
be like
Wait, you know what? The only other way it could have been. So it could have been if they ones and twos. So he passed it to his homies. They only made
one, so
So
that's
he
how they
got
got
10.
10 points.
He scored the other 11, and the other team had 0 points.
They was just that trash, and he got
blocked
10
them.
rebounds. Blocks.
Either he blocked them 10 times, or he stole the ball from him 10 times. Like
10 rebounds. They just ripped
Hey,
his
I'm
10
really
rebounds.
thinking about the Ice Cube game now. Cause it's almost like it could be like like you roll the dice and hit the thing where it's like it's either you gonna have a good day or you not. You know what I'm saying? So like you feel like you hit the.
So the first one you go, all right. So,
Like but it starts. It's a good day, so it starts in the morning. So it's like,
you gonna-
do Mama cook the breakfast with the swan?
What did you
or
see?
with the hog or
What
not?
did you see with the
Like
dice?
you
you
get
gotta
the
roll the
hog.
dice.
Yeah,
What
you
did
roll
you
the
see
dice
with the
like,
dude?
oh,
He,
Mama cooked the breakfast with the hog.
So
You know what I'm saying?
so the goal
If
of
you
the
noticed
game.
they had a good day.
The goal of the game is you gotta have a good
Good
day.
day.
You gotta roll perfect.
You roll. You only had 9 points. You missed
Hey,
the triple double.
You had half a good day. You didn't have a full good day. You had half a day.
No,
Did you
it's
see
like
what
you
I'm
roll the
saying?
dice and
Somebody-
be like, broke your ankle and you couldn't even finish the game. Like, couldn't finish the game. Rolled your ankle, couldn't finish the game.
You didn't.
Go
you
back.
Didn't get
Like-
didn't get the beat from Kim.
Like you have to.
You
What it has to
didn't-
be, yeah. Like what it has to be. It has to be so much bad shit.
Right.
That card for that one good thing is like in the deck. Like so, it's like you literally
you
playing
got a
with
beat
niggas.
from Lisa instead. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
Or
damn.
you get the beat from Kim, but you ain't got
You ain't hear it.
You ain't got the you can't pull out the jammy. You can't
Yeah.
kill the punani. You ain't kill
Like
it.
or you. That's
You
what I'm saying.
bust quick. You bust quick, so you ain't pull it.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like because it's so many. Because it really it just turns everything to like a different scenario. Like
That'd
like,
be funny.
Like you pulled out the jet. Like you killed the pool nanny, but it's like you could have the card where
At
it's
the
like
dice game, you
killed
was-
the pool nanny, but now 9 months later you're a dad.
Yeah,
like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
At
fuck.
the
Like,
dice game, you snaked out. It's right out the side. You ain't hit 7-11.
Yeah.
7-11 on you. You ain't hit backdoor crazy joke. Like, you
You
ain't
got-
hit none of that.
That-
You ain't hit none of that.
Like,
That'd be
nigga-
too funny.
Like, dog, you be like, you pull that card, like, you backdoor Lil Joe, but he didn't like that and killed you. Go back 5 spaces, nigga. Like, you didn't like, you gotta have it, like, that's what I'm saying, like, you have, like, it's literally, like, the because it's all caps. You got to think it's all caps.
You gotta
have all. It's got to be so many more of the worst possibilities that
right.
when you finally get that
Like you get the Kim, she ain't got a big fat fan.
like it's like having like
Kim got a regular fanny.
right, and you got to keep going back. So it's like you got to keep going back.
The Blerd did not say you was a pimp. The Blerd,
Like you was a simp. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I
want to play this game.
It's so cold though because it's like it's a real random card because it's like you would shuffle the deck and it's probably only 2 good day cards.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute.
Out of the whole deck. Everything else is bad shit to keep you either going back or forward. Like
We missing one of the easiest game songs to turn to a game.
what?
50 Cent 21 Questions.
Yes.
I mean,
That's
21.
a dating game.
But I mean, I feel like that's already.
Before we
I
get
feel like
too
that's already
far,
a game.
Did y'all
before
see that somebody actually figure out the actual date for the good day?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
That's funny to
Yeah,
me.
yeah, I saw that years ago.
Yeah, that's what the breakdown of it was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Like it really was
Yeah.
because it really made you. It really brought realism to the cap. It brought real like whatever day this was, nigga. Like it was the cappiest day of the
Cappiest day of the year.
But
year.
yeah,
like,
you're right. 21 questions for sure. That's the date.
I thought it was already at 20. Like I thought the game was already out before.
What
he
is
really
it? There's
had
a 21 questions, but you gotta ask. You gotta ask the 21 questions that he asked.
You gotta ask 50
You
questions.
gotta ask all those questions.
And but I mean
Would
to
you
make
love me
it
in the mo-
to
would
make
you love
it
me on the
interesting,
bus?
it's not a card game. I feel like you gotta ask it like in. It's almost like you gotta write it out or some shit. Like I feel like it gotta.
I'm sure somebody had to write it out
I
already.
feel
I'm
like it
trying
gotta
to
be some
see.
kind of difficulty where you gotta actually like it's like Pictionary or some shit.
I'm trying. There gotta be a cash money because you gotta bring cash money in.
Oh, he doesn't actually ask 21 questions in
No, he
there.
doesn't. In the song,
In the song, he doesn't finish it?
No,
He
doesn't.
asked 18, and then Nate Dogg asked 4 actually. So there's 22 in the song.
Yep.
Cause I wanted to see a list of the questions.
Yeah.
So
So, but I'm saying,
How you not get that together? as a nigga in the studio, like, bro, that's 22. Like, who the nigga was engineering, bro? Like, it's the song. Like, how you do that? Like you, what's your? Like, I feel like that's a fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
oh, somebody
like,
did type them out. Hilarious.
all the questions. Oh, yeah, you got
Yeah.
to. Yeah, you got to. Because someone definitely used that already as a game.
As a
As a game.
But I'm trying
Or game for real. Like, baby girl, let me talk to you for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
you can't go to. Would you love me in a Bentley? Would
Right.
you love me on the bus? Like, is that 2 questions? I like the half of the same question.
I feel like that's.
oh, yeah, is that?
I feel like that's like that's like a yes or no. Like,
Okay.
if you say yes, then we continue.
Then we
You know what
continue.
I'm saying?
You love me on the
yeah.
bus.
Like the 20, like 50 cents, 21 questions is like a choose your own adventure. Like depending where the fuck you at, like, how you answer, we can get all the way down to the bottom.
Gotta be a
Yeah,
telltale,
like a
telltale game.
Like a telltale game. Like yeah.
Hey, though, some of these questions is wild out of context. Like, if I was hit and I was hurt, would you be by my side?
That's what I'm saying. Like it's a,
Would you be ashamed to tell your friends that you feeling me? Like,
those are branching storylines. You know what I'm saying? Hey, those are-
readily asking to check that. Hey, would you be friend? Would you be ashamed to tell your friends that you feeling me?
Well,
like-
no, he was a thug.
That's
you know what I'm
fair.
he was
saying?
a thug though.
He was a thug. He was
I'm-
like, "Are you ashamed?"
I'm a
that
nigga with a
thug?
record, baby. You want to tell everybody about it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you ashamed of my thugness?
No, that's
Hey,
Like-
all right. Speaking of 50 Cent,
Oh yeah, we definitely got to talk the halftime show.
halftime show, great moment for hip hop. But they've been killing.
I saw.
50.
I replayed and watched it now,
Yeah.
but I missed it on Super Bowl because I was actually running around at the store. I came in. I think I got back to the house right at the start of Steel Dre.
The fact that, because I was shocked that 50 showed up first though.
Yeah,
I didn't, and that's
No,
what it
he
was.
wasn't on the
Because when
marquee.
I got home and I saw like I got home right when he was doing Steel Dre, and I'm like, this shit's over. I know it is.
Yeah.
I know this is the last song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I
then I
was
saw
so
everybody on the stage. I'm like,
sure that
50
California.
was there? I'm like,
I was so sure California. Look, 'cause I was telling them.
Yeah.
I was telling them
We
leaving.
was
I'm
trying
like,
to figure out what song.
what's gonna be the opening song? What's gonna be the
Yeah.
ending song? I was like, California Love is gonna be one of the two. I was so shocked that it wasn't.
it wasn't either
Well,
one.
No.
As it was going, I realized why they did it because it was like literally this whole halftime show was pretty much a paying homage to Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it came down to because even the Mary J. Blige songs was produced by Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
And so it was like at this point I was like, oh, this is just a paying homage to Dr. Dre. LA.
So they really asked Dre to put the house.
Well, he was the headliner.
He
He
was
was.
the headliner.
It was a Dre halftime show
Yeah.
with Snoop,
Oh, and everybody else.
Eminem,
And Mary J. Blige,
yeah, Kendrick and Mary J.
So it's
Blige,
really
and
an
then 50.
aftermath concert in a sense, in the gent. You know what I'm saying?
Essentially,
Like,
yeah.
an aftermath kind of like.
Yeah, so you
But
know,
he didn't have game though, did he?
They was talking about that on Twitter. They was like, game somewhere punching the air right now.
Boy.
Especially,
it's game. Game be doing the most. now.
but you
Game
gotta
that
figure.
game that friend that you like. fuck, fam. We gotta call Game, dog.
And it's like, I mean,
Game be
I
doing
like
the
Game,
most.
in the
though.
club,
I
in
like
the club,
Game, and I like his music.
in
but
the
his
club, that's
personal
more
antics-
iconic. That's more iconic than probably any Game
Yeah,
song.
his personal antics that the Game does.
You don't think In the Club is more
Whoa,
iconic
whoa,
than any
whoa.
Game
I'm
song?
saying, I'm saying it is, but I'm thinking that's my head. That's my
Okay.
thinking.
Okay,
I was
sure
finna
what-
say,
like,
whoa.
bro, I'm not
What
gonna-
you about to rebuttal?
I'm not gonna
dog?
keep doing this with y'all. Like,
I
y'all,
was finna
like
say.
you already said it earlier. Like you can't just, like I can't even tilt my head. Like you being real motherfucking different with me, bro. Like, I can't even make a movement without
I
triggering
was just
niggas.
finna be
Like,
shocked because I was finna say, what song is you finna say?
no, I mean in the club is. I mean no, like beating, like no, because I mean even if it would have been something iconic, like close to that,
His
50s on it. You know what I'm
Blood.
saying? Like
Well,
if a Game song's
One Blood probably is his biggest record.
It's not.
no, it's not in the club.
You think it's Hate It or Love It?
That's what I'm saying. Like
Or
that's
Dreams?
I said, hey, that would have been one, but that's 50 on it with it.
I bet you One Blood performed better than that.
Let's see.
Nigga, One Blood was everywhere. Blood.
One blow.
That was
I
everywhere.
mean that's for the Bloods.
No, it was no, Non-Bloods was on that shit.
Wait, that
dog.
song was technically called "It's Okay."
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I thought it was called One Blood.
It's okay.
I did not know that.
I mean he didn't.
Listen, I listened to so many freestyles off of it. I think I got a freestyle off of it. Like, I know exactly what that's
So
called.
One Blood peaked. If we're going to charts, it peaked at Hot 100 at 71.
Oh, well, maybe.
But if we're gonna go rap song, we'll go rap songs 16.
Okay.
And then you said
I would think Hate It or
top
Love It.
100.
Hate It or Love It. Hate It, yeah. So Hate It or Love It, or One Blood was 71. If we're going to, if we go Hot 100, but 71
Right.
or 16. But I feel like Hate It or Love It
Hate
was
It or
I
higher.
feel like How to Love is higher than that, fam.
Hate It or Love It may have been higher than that. Now that I think about it.
But
I was gonna say this is how we do it.
because of 50, because of
This is how
50
we
though.
do?
I thought that's what I was gonna
This
go.
is how we do.
That Hate It or Love It hit number one on hot rap songs and hit number 2 on Hot 100.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Hate It or Love It is
hey,
number one.
because of 50 though. That's what I'm saying.
So
Like, that's why I'm saying like if
I'm thinking more.
that's why I'm saying like if
I'm
they would have
thinking-
had
I'm
game.
thinking of impact as far as
Yeah,
like,
that's what
on
I'm saying. Like,
hip-hop.
that's what I said.
But
Drake couldn't add
listen,
game.
Every rapper in the world.
You
got
are
a
now
freestyle
that
off
part.
it.
Yeah, he's correct.
Every rapper in the world
Everybody had a
did a freestyle
freestyle.
off of One Blood.
Yeah, like, and that's what I'm saying. But if you think about Dre, like Dre's not gonna. If you beefing with 50, y'all top song is
Are
pretty
they
much Hate
still
It or Love It.
technically beefing?
Nah, they squashed that shit.
Alright.
They squashed it. They just ain't fucking with each other.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he know it ain't gonna. They not gonna do Hate It or Love It. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even.
But Dre ain't got beef with none of them. So to your defense, if anybody
Hate It or Love It was higher than How We Do.
if anybody could have gotten 50 and
not
Game to
know
do
that.
Hate It or Love It, it would have
Dre,
been
yeah, Dre could have did it,
If anybody would, it would have been Dre.
and that would have been iconic. That would have been.
I don't. But do you need more iconic than 50, Dre, Eminem?
I mean, 50.
Either way,
I think
In the Club was more
I
iconic.
think 50
50
coming.
Dre,
I think
Eminem
50.
and Snoop.
I think 50 coming down upside down is the most iconic thing you can really get a nigga to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
20 years later, like, bro, I
Yeah.
need you to still go upside
But
down.
I'm saying, like, think
You
about
feel
How
me?
long you think he was waiting upside down?
Then,
it wasn't that long.
They showed it.
Somebody that was there showed it. So literally, when Dre and them was performing, you see 50 walk up, and then he pulls up and hangs up, and then you see Dre go like this, and then he hangs down.
So, it
was
flows
literally
like the
just
same.
like that.
But to be fair, and everybody was clowning how like 50 look, but the nigga was still upside down for however long
And
he
he
did
pulled
it.
himself down.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that people
Like-
forget about. He put. And
Oh yeah, they're talking about how chunky he was.
Yeah,
was.
but, like,
if
with all
when
that,
you watch it, he pulls
he
himself
pulls himself
and
up,
put it up,
hangs, and then
hangs
pulls himself down.
It wasn't people helping him down. He did it himself.
So like
I mean-
with all of that, like,
I mean, the nigga still big. I mean, he was definitely hanging like the motherfucking nuts on the back of a pickup truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, but I mean, like, it's 50 though, bro. Like, you know,
Right.
this nigga's been muscle bound. Like, bro, that muscle ain't going nowhere. He gonna get himself down.
Yeah.
Right.
He wouldn't have did it if he couldn't get himself down.
Fair.
Like, you know that ain't no nigga that's from the hood like ain't gonna be like, y'all ain't finna embarrass me. No.
Right.
If I can't do it, we not doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so
did y'all
he
see
knew
that
he could get his ass
apparently
down.
They asked Eminem not to kneel, and they asked Dre not to say still don't love the police, and obviously both still happened.
I didn't know that happened.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah,
but
I didn't know those. I didn't know.
I did see.
I
what
didn't know
they
they
did.
asked these things.
I don't know.
But when I
so
saw,
that's the rumor. I don't know how true it is.
Matter of fact, that's where I got home at. I got home right at that end when
Yep.
he did the kneel. I got
So,
right.
I don't
'cause
know how-
but I didn't even realize. I honestly, truthfully, when a nigga did it, I thought he was just closing his song out.
Honestly,
I thought it was really like a week. Now off me.
yeah.
Go on to the next nigga.
Like,
Like,
honestly, but like, yeah, so that was the rumors that, like, yeah, they told Eminem, hey, don't kneel, and they told Dre to say, still not loving the police.
Yeah.
And both definitely still happen.
Yeah.
Drake dropped nigga in there a couple times. I know they asked. I'm
Snoop
sure they asked
It's
for
my
that.
show. Nigga.
But here's the thing, too. Also, Snoop is by far the most iconic hip hop artist of all time.
I mean, I've already said that.
No, we've already said it, but put it in solidified. Think about everything that he has done and perform at the Super Bowl halftime as well to that. There's nothing that he has not
I mean,
done.
like now that he's added, now that he's pretty much only thing he hasn't done. Has he tapped into basketball? No, he has.
Yeah,
he has
he
commentated.
He
He played.
He
Yeah.
commentated went to
He
Summer Olympics
commentated,
last year.
Summer Olympics last
So
year.
the fact that he was able to do that, him and Kevin Hart commentating the
that was
Olympics.
He
funny.
played in the All-Star game.
In the All-Star game, yeah.
Like he did Rock and Jock and MTV. He been to the White House.
Hey, y'all,
Like,
did
he
y'all
did
see
it.
the video though? This nigga still smoking though, getting ready.
Yeah, I didn't understand what I was like. One, they're in California. I saw the New York
it's
Post.
legal,
I
yeah.
saw the New York Post tweeted. I'm like, one, it was in California where it's legal. The New York Post where you're at, it's legal in New York.
Yeah.
So I don't
And
understand
even
the whole.
But it was, I was
Even
laughing more.
outside of that, people like, bro, everybody in Good Morning America they joke about it, but it's not like a lie. They be like, yeah, you don't knock on Snoop's room because you're gonna catch a contact. Like Snoop,
Yeah, the
at
fact
this
that
point,
at this point it's
no
just,
matter what
Yeah,
sex, that's Snoop.
he's really
Him and Wiz.
What made
Him
me
and Wiz are the only two.
laugh though.
but Snoop more than
Yeah,
Wiz.
Snoop
Snoop more than Wiz, but I'm
What
saying,
made me
only
laugh
two.
though was the fact that Snoop was hiding. Like
I don't think he
if
was
you saw,
hiding.
like, if you saw,
'Cause he was
like,
sitting.
like,
He was sitting. No, it looked like he was sitting down. You know, remember he was sitting down in that the house that he was in. Remember he started
oh
in
yeah,
the
because
house.
he couldn't go. Yeah, stood
So
up. Yeah.
I think he was literally just sitting there in whatever house he was in, and just like, all right, it ain't my time yet. Like
That shit was just funny to me.
Yeah, dog.
That shit was yeah. But I mean, yeah, like where he was, like that's what it was for me. Like it was the fact that everybody was like sharing it. I'm like, bro, it's legal here. So it's like, so I looked at it like that. Like, is y'all making it because like it looked like he hiding from like you not trying to put it on TV? That's what I was thinking. Like, was he not trying to put it on TV? Because what the view I saw was a nigga.
Well, you know what? It could be. So
That could have been.
Out of everybody, Snoop has the most on TV training than anybody. Cause
Right.
He was dealing with Martha Stewart, and the one thing, like you said, Eminem, he went against the grain. Dre dropped nigga.
Yeah.
Snoop was the only one that was fully clean.
no, because they did say that they asked Snoop to not wear a blue bandana like in his.
No, what
in
I'm
his pocket.
saying-
And so the nigga said, "Fine, I'll wear a blue bandana fit."
But no, what I'm saying,
Right.
what I'm saying as far as clean, like everybody, even
No, he dropped some lyrics. He dropped some.
No, I didn't hear Snoop drop it. I
They
was
said
paying attention to it, bro. Maybe
got
I
a
was
double.
just drunk at that moment, but I was like, if anybody gonna drop it, it's gonna be Snoop. And I was like, damn, Snoop didn't drop it.
I feel like he dropped. I feel like he dropped the nigga at least. No, he definitely cut out there.
Yeah, he cut out. And so I was
He
like,
might have been the cleanest.
I think he was
He
the
might have dropped
cleanest,
nigga,
dog.
but at this point, niggas just get dropped whenever.
especially doing big entertainment videos in moments where everybody can
Yeah.
see it. Apparently, we like that shock value.
all right,
But when you put that shit in a closed pocket, like a neighborhood, it's like, you finna go to jail.
all right, well, let's get into recommendations, man.
Ooh, go ahead,
Ooh,
Bacardi.
Cardi got one?
Me?
Yeah, go ahead, Bacardi.
I'm gonna recommend.
I do
I'm
got a
going to
recommendation.
recommend.
If you can't go, I do got one. I thought of it.
There you go.
Yeah, you go.
I'm gonna go ahead and
'Cause
recommend.
I was actually recommending what I was playing. I can't remember the game.
I'm gonna recommend All of Us Are Dead. I started talking about it last time. But it's another zombie Korean series. Like I said, the episodes they are long as a bitch. They're not like overwhelmingly long, but like, you know, most of the time when you hear a show, somebody say, like, oh yeah, there's like hour episodes, it'll be like 48 minutes, 45 minutes. Like these are legit hour and 5, hour 15.
Right, yeah, they stretch.
Like
really
they give you your time's worth, and you get more so of the impact of the zombie invasion. Like because these are the main characters are all like high schoolers who were the zombie outbreak happened while they were in school, so they're kind of freaking the fuck out. You know, they're hoping that somebody's gonna come rescue them. You got to deal with people who are trying to like only worry about their survival. Mm-hmm. You still got the high school, I guess, clickiness of it, because it's like you got the mean girl who like doesn't like the poor kid, so she wants him to die. You got to deal with all situations like that. So It's like it's real life high school antics, but on top of it, there's a zombie outbreak, and they're trying to fight for their life, and it's really good. I fuck with it. It feels almost like High School of the Dead, like you're talking anime without all of the fan service. So like all of the action and all of that in High School of the Dead, all of the emotional impact that everybody was going throughout that. But like I said, there's no fan service, which because it's live action is really a good thing. We don't need that.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to recommend Bel Air.
Okay.
I mean, and like I said, like we didn't get to talk about it, and of course, like I said, like y'all haven't seen it, and Deuces definitely made his point to like when I said my shit off camera, like bro, you doing a lot, like, you put a lot of negativity in the air, you know what I'm saying? And I really thought about like I watched it, you know what I'm saying, and it's the same feeling I had with Candyman, like when I first saw Candyman in the movies. I had to really see myself like I had to have a moment where I had to really stop myself and be like, bro, it's a remake. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Redid, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop everything. And there's a moment in Bel Air that immediately smacks you in the face.
That hey, this ain't the same.
Yeah.
What's interesting, I obviously haven't seen it yet. I saw somebody was like, I don't like how they did Carlton because Carlton loved being black, and it's like, I don't think I remember early Carlton.
Hey,
I don't think you remember early Carlton.
Yeah, and that's what it was. Like I said, so the first 3 episodes literally does ride on the first 3 episodes of the actual story. So like, if y'all remember of course, the traveler getting there.
Yeah.
The dinner guest.
Yeah.
And the basketball team.
Oh,
like
yeah.
him going to high school. So all 3 episodes, like it's hour long, is pretty much those 3. Like he making the team.
Yeah.
Before Cartney was even on the team. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so they add, what I didn't like though is they added an extra beef between Will and Carter that I think they didn't need.
No, because Carlton had to kind of had the beef when Will was on the team. And
I'm saying like not the basketball. Like there's a relationship thing, beef.
Yeah.
I felt like early in the I obviously I gotta watch it to know for sure. But I felt like early in the series, Carlton and Will kind of it was more of a Carlton looks down on Will type of thing.
And that's still there. That's still there.
That's still there.
Like all that's still like so what you will do, I'm gonna tell what I tell motherfuckers right now, if you don't hate Carlton in this show, then he not doing his job. Because like I said, the
nigga they got planted, he looked like a slimy ass
the
nigga.
way they introduced this nigga to the show, because it's like he like the last nigga to get popped into the show. like in the episode where it's like you like, dog, where Carson at? And I'm like,
when they showed the trailer, like the way he was talking in the trailer, I thought he looked like in the trailer. I was like, he playing a slimy nigga.
Right. I mean, but what's good about those like that's what I'm saying. Like, Deuces really made me think more about it, and that's what, like, cause I talked about this like when I was watching, I was talking to a friend of mine when we was watching it, whatever, and I was like saying the same thing. I'm like, I can see what they doing with this. Like it's the dark side of everybody. It's literally the darkest side or the most extreme version of everybody. Like Carlton, like the shit they got Carlton on in the show. You can see why. You can almost understand why, if you just like took it and made it a kiddie version of it, why he's just still so hyper. And
he'd be the Carlton that you saw.
Yeah,
okay.
Like you would see why. Like it's like it was crazy watching, because it's like if you watered down the comedic of them and put it into more of a dark version of that, like that's what you're looking at. You're looking at the dark versions of the same antics they would have. Like they're still doing in the same sense the same shit.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what it was. I had to really look at it again. Like I had to really pay attention while Carlton was talking and be like, he is still big. Even though I hate this nigga. Like the nigga ugly. You ain't Carlton, bro. You ain't even acting like happy about shit, like whatever. But when I guess listened to him and broke it down, like, you are a Carlton though. Like you are, like you said, like,
that's the thing.
That first episode of Carlton, like you are him. Like,
and that's the thing. Like people, I saw that was the one negative I saw people talk. Like I said, a lot of people who even before it came out, they're like, "Oh, I'm not gonna fucking watch this. Oh, we don't need another Bell. We don't need another Fresh Prince." I saw them like today after. I guess they must have watched it after the Super Bowl. They're like, "Hey, Bel Air,
you know,
fire."
Hey, you know what's cold though? You know what I would give y'all the best
tonight.
You know what I give y'all the what it would make sense to? It would be like, because you remember, they've had moments in Fresh Prince where they acknowledge that they're live, that they've been on the show. Bel Air feels like that's what happens behind the show.
Oh, so
that'd be
because that's
dope.
right.
That's dope.
They
That's
do
what it feels
acknowledge
like.
that they've broken the fourth wall for sure.
Yeah. So
it's
that's
like,
what Bel Air. So that when I was talking, I was like, I'm like, what I'm trying to grasp my mind on is like, this would be what happens behind the door. Like when they go upstairs, like when
they go
upstairs.
This is because obviously
do this shit, like,
them knowing
what
that
really
they're
happened,
live.
like even if you think about the actual story of him going to Philly,
Yeah.
the first episode gives that whole like fight in the playground death. So it's like why
Well,
ass?
I saw in the trailer.
Yeah,
Didn't
you know
he
what I'm
fuck out a gun? Like in the trailer, didn't he put out a gun?
Yeah, I mean, I said like in the trailer.
I remember seeing the trailer. I saw somebody go for a gun.
That's what threw me off though, because in the beginning,
Don't give too much away.
Yeah, don't give too much away. That was in the trailer.
Like
though,
that
so
was like so. It's like that's the difference. Like you see two different Wills, so I think that's why Will probably endorsed it.
Okay.
Because you see a Philly Will in the first couple things in the episodes, but when he get the Fresh Prince, that Philly Will that we used to sing is still there. Okay. But you realize why he's acting like that out in Bel Air. Cause he really was this gully, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, that's
that's
dope.
Like, you know
I'm excited to watch it.
So yeah, like I said, like I didn't want to take it away, but like I said, I don't want to say what I told everybody what I was talking about.
We'll talk about.
No, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Recommend.
This is a shorter episode, so
Yeah.
we'll talk about it more.
But yeah, that's my recommendation.
All right, my recommendation is actually gonna be Knockout City, man. Like I've been going hard on Knockout City.
I fuck with that game a
I
lot.
love Knockout City, like bro, like it's up there with me with Knockout City. Dog.
You definitely been on this.
I've been on it. I play it every night, and you know what I'm saying. Like the new the Lovers Quarrel. I mean, that was gonna be coming to an end, the event right now. But like, bro, like if you need a really dope game that's like it gives you the same feels as Call of Duty, but it's not as intense and it's more fun. And you know what I'm saying. Like Call of Duty is fun, but like you gotta be zoned in Call of Duty, like.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying. Where Knockout City, you got to be zoned into it, but it's really fun, bro. Like it had and like I said, it's easy to catch on, and yeah, man, it's like it's just really dope, man. So
you get to have a lot of fun with it.
Have a lot of fun. So Knockout City. Also, the OG recommendation: go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/GeeksetPodcast. We got so much content now, man. We are a content wheelhouse at this point. We're putting out so many shows, so many episodes, so many clips. We got our Black History Month project that's going on right now. At this, when you are listening to this, we already have our first two out. What does Black History Month mean to you? And also, what makes you proud to be black? The conversation and the answers are amazing, man. Shout out to everybody that's involved. But also, we have our original programming, Geekset Rewind, 101 with Deuces, so Free Throw Poppy's Playhouse. We have Geekset TV, a new vlog should be coming up soon, covering what we did at AnimeMKE. So make sure you check that out. And then the Geekset podcast. Also that we have that bi-weekly episode. Make sure you go to our website, GeeksetPodcast.com. Make sure you hit the shop. The shop has been revamped. We got the new Geek merch on there.
Everybody's wearing some.
Year two. Yeah,
everybody's wearing some.
The year two is out.
The hat. Did you see the hat?
Hey, the hat though.
The hat.
I love the fact that I've been getting real good. Bro. Like the hat. Like
so, you know what I'm saying. Get you that Geek year 2. We are leveling up everything. Also, big announcement. If you are listening to this and you follow me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, thank you for following me there. But I want to give you some bad news, but some good news. Bad news is that announcements are being removed and they're no longer going to be on our social platform. The announcements of our guests that are going to be on 101 with Deuces are going to be exclusively to our Patreon and our Discord. So there's still an option where you can still get it, you know what I'm saying? But so if you want to be able to get those announcements and ask questions to the guests, and if you want to be able to get episodes early, almost a week early sometimes, if you want, and it's not just Geekset, it's not just 101 with Deuces. We're going to get early episodes of Geekset Rewind, early episodes of the podcast, early episodes
podcast. You should hopefully by next episode be getting live episodes.
We're
going to start doing live episodes exclusively on our Patreon and our Discord right now. And then as far as like just in general, we're gonna be more open on our Patreon and Discord, talking about our dreams, our aspirations, the things that we are working on. So you want to know what Geekset is up to, you need to sign up to our Patreon. That's patreon.com/Geekset, or go to our Discord, which is in the link which is in the description down below. But that is where you're only going to get the insight. Other than that, you can still follow us on our social media platforms, but you're only going to get the stuff when it comes out by the programming schedule, and you're not going to have that insight. So if you are a person that wants to get that got used to seeing that insight, seeing that, you got to get to our Discord or our Patreon. Plus, outside of those, I mean, the Discord has so many dope individuals. We have so many people talking about just pretty much everything, and it's just really dope. So make sure you check that out there. And this is the only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together, and we are out.
Peace.